What up, Facebook Live? How's it going? I'm trying to see if this is actually working here. I was trying to do this other thing with this other thing. There we go. Okay. I see some video. It looks like it's working. That's good to know. What's happening? What's happening, Facebook Live? What's up, head cases? We dropped a video last night. Catharsis video came out last night. 9 p.m. it dropped. It's been 15 fucking hours since that shit was out. Can you believe it? I can't tell you. I'm so stoked for that day. Been waiting for that day to happen for a long time. Wanting to just play this shit for you guys, but you can't. We can, but we can't. You know, we've given you some teasers. Anybody who's been watching these Facebook Live things, you've been getting little teasers, man. You've been getting little nuggets out there. And I don't even know if you realize it. I know some of you realize it. But that's right, the Catharsis video officially out everywhere. Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, anywhere you want to listen to that shit. It is out there for you to check out. Record drops on January 26th on next year. The whole album. Got more songs dropping beginning of January, but January 26th, the whole record's coming out on Nuclear Blast Entertainment. Nuclear Blast, the home of a bunch of thugs and ex-drug dealers and gangsters and freaking accused rapists and sexual assaulters and fucking murderers and Satanists and holy shit. Keep your fucking ass away from Nuclear Blast. It's like the fucking Raiders from the 70s. That's what Nuclear Blast is. It's the Night's Watch. It's the fucking Night's Watch where all the fucking criminals go. Fuck. I was reading about half the bands the other day and I was just like, oh my God. Fucking maniacs over there at Nuclear Blast. I love it. It's where the freaks and zeros are. My heroes. What's up? How are you? How's it going? Did you like the video? Did you check out the video? Did you even know that we had a new video out? Yeah. Let's see, Robb, let's see. Hey, Dave Heron says the hoodie is terrible. Hey, fuck you, Dave Heron. That's right. Evening, Robb, my Friday night. Crystal Smelts, what's up? Apple released it an hour early than the music video. Oh, dang. The whole pail of pale. Let's see, says, I really, really like the sounds. It's killer Aussie day. I know, the Aussies, tell you what, the Aussies got that shit. Australia, you're some lucky motherfuckers. You know that? God damn. You fucking... They got that shit. I was doing the math. I was talking to my Australian dude. And I was like, so when does the record come out? I don't even know if it was that. No, it wasn't even that. I was talking to Mike Ruiz. Mike Ruiz over at Nuclear Blast LA. And I was like, when do the fucking Australians get this shit? He was like, they get it. We're dropping it at 9 p.m. on Thursday night. They got it at 5 a.m. Thursday morning. Like, way the fuck ahead of everybody else. It didn't even hit. When we dropped it in California, I still had 3 hours before I could listen to it on fucking Spotify. God damn it. And I tell you what, I listened to that shit on Spotify this morning. Oh, so it sounds so good. I tell you what, if you got Spotify, I don't know if you know this, I'm going to give you the secret though. They got the secret, they got the extreme setting, right? So you can do extreme streaming, get it? Extreming. See what I did there? Extreming, it's extreme streaming, and it's just a setting, so you can have the normal, low, and then extreme. And then you can also save it with the extreme setting too, and that is literally double the size of an iTunes download, and it sounds really fucking good. I tell you what, I've got a 24-bit ultra, the highest resolution possible digitally out there, and I was fucking A-Bing it today, and there's a tiny little bit of a difference, but dude, it sounds really good. Definitely sounds better than iTunes. Shout out to iTunes, but it sounds better. You motherfuckers need to step up your AAC quality. iTunes, Apple Music. I didn't listen to it on Apple Music. I downloaded it. So, I downloaded it, spent some money on myself. That's what you got to do. Every time the record drops out, I go to the record store on that day and I buy a CD. I done that since Burn My Eyes. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. What do we got here? Floyd Barber. I'm stuck on Floyd Barber. I know there's been way more comments than that. We got 350 people watching right now. Booyakacha. I bought one of the Machine Head windbreakers. Nice. Machine Head windbreakers? Oh, yeah. I saw it. CJ Lewis, spread the head. That's right. So you know what? I'm going to remind you all again. Hugely in the matching shoes is killing me, Smalls. Dave Heron's not feeling it. Dave Heron's a hater. No, he's not a hater. He says, love all your music, but the clothing line, not so sure. Okay, that's cool, man. I tell you what, though. You're an island in the sand because the fucking hoodie is killing it. People are loving the hoodie. People are loving the bomber. People are loving all the throwback tees. So, yeah, check out that shit. Fits good. It's got a big-ass hoodie. It's got the lining shit on the inside. Oh, some quality shit, man. I'm stoked. Stoked! You should try one. Check it out. You can get your money back. Send it back, man. It's no big deal. This ain't, we got, it's quality stuff. You can get it. If you don't like it, fucking send it back. 30 days. You got a month to rock it. It's got to be in good condition still. You can't have fucking vodka and beer and weed smoke all over it. Jacking off, got some fucking nut up on the fucking Burn My Eyes dude's eye. Can't have that. What do we got? Kirk McCrae, where were the spiders in the video? No spiders? You know what? We had, I think at one point we were showing, was it the spiders we were showing? No, we were showing, oh no, we had the cockroaches. We had the hissing cockroaches. That's what we had. And, the hissing cockroaches, man, we tried. They're shitty actors. Those fucking hissing cockroaches are shitty actors, man. They fucking sucked. They wouldn't do what we wanted them to do, which was crawl all over Phil's guitar and look awesome. But they didn't. You know what they did? They'd crawl on top of the guitar and then fall off. And I was ready to fucking start cracking the whip on them. Those goddamn hissing cockroaches. But my manager, whose hissing cockroaches they were, was all upset and wouldn't let me crack the whip on him. So let's see. I didn't get any merch for my birthday, but it's on my Christmas list. All right. CJ Lewis says, Deep Roy, Machine Head Hell Yeah Love from somewhere. Boston Wagner, it burns my eyes, says Boston Wagner. That was funny. I like it. What do we got here? What do we got? Track is killer. Can't wait for the album. Beyond the Pale's killer too. So much groove, says Drew Cochran. I like it. Do you work in a clothing store in your spare time? Asked Colin Lindemann. No. Man. See what this is? Pumpkin loads on that hoodie, says Aaron Guminate. Yeah. Pumpkin loads. You can't have pumpkin loads. I mean, you can. You can put some pumpkin loads all over that fucking hoodie. But you ain't getting your money back. You want to return that shit, you ain't getting your money back. Motherfuckers. Oy vey. How are you guys doing? What's going on? I see a lot of hearts going by. I see a lot of likes going by. Mike Marzo says, what up, Rob? Why no 3X hoodies? Do we not have 3X? I don't know. Why don't we? I don't think they make them. The company that made these for us only went up to 2X. It's a very, tell you what, these are fucking incredible. Rob Wallace says, catharsis equals eargasm. Now that's what I like to hear. That's what I definitely like to hear. Jen Rochelle asks, any chance of a blackening hoodie happening? Yes, it's definitely in the works. It's definitely in the works. Floyd Barber says, hungover. Nice, I like it. Jesper says, spread the head. So yeah, let me talk about the video for a second. Let me talk about the Catharsis video. If you want to go and read the story of the video, it's a pretty cool story, man. I tell you what, you know what? I'll just read it to you. I'll read the, where is it? Where am I at here? I'll read the quote to you because it was pretty cool, man. I tell you what, if you go to YouTube right now and you click on read more, Jesus fucking Christ, it's like a goddamn novel. It's fucking lyrics and it's got Catharsis track. Oh, you know what? My quote's not even on here. Where's my fucking quote? We got a quote all for it the other day. And here's my quote. It says, here, I'll just read you the press release. All right. It says, fucking immediate release. Machine Head released Catharsis video. New album Catharsis out January 26th. Band touring this winter. Budo dancers, insane asylums, straight jackets, rose petals. That's right. Rose petals. For the ladies. We got you, ladies. We know you like rose petals. Machine Head's crushing yet cinematic new video. I got to give a shout out to Michelle Kerr and Amy Schiaretto for making a badass press release that reads way better than I could have ever written. Machine Head's crushing yet cinematic new video for the title track to their upcoming album Catharsis, out January 26th, has it all. Budo dance fuck, I can't fucking read today. Jesus God. Budo dance is literally and figuratively the dance of death and pain. Born from Hiroshima, Nagasaki, post-World War II era Japan, the dance was created around the radioactive wasteland left behind in the wake of the nuclear bomb being dropped. Dancers would paint themselves in ash and take on a gaunt, deathly look. Facial expressions are agonizing and the body language is often deformed and contorted, expressing the pain and suffering that was a direct result of atomic warfare. Frontman Robb Flynn, a.k.a. your boy, a.k.a. the General, a.k.a. hashtag sickbro, explains, Catharsis was a tricky concept to translate to a visual, and it was. How do you express somebody's catharsis? Fraser Bradshaw, the director, brought up the Budo dance concept, and it tied in so well into the idea of what catharsis could be. And when the Budo dancers began performing for the video, we were blown away. Their expressions were so pained, almost horrifying, and yet very sad. It was extremely moving, and it was. I tell you what, if you watched any of those Facebook Live feeds that we did, or the YouTube feed, or the Instagram shit, dude, it was really awesome. You know, I don't really follow dance. My wife used to watch So You Think You Can Dance. And I always, I'd watch it with her more because I like the breakdancing. I love the breakdancing. But I tell you what, man, it was it was really emotional. Like those people killed it. Like they were fucking amazing. And some of them were like walking upside down and they were incredibly flexible with these like, agonized faces. It was fucking awesome, man. It was really cool. And then it says the other side of Catharsis is Machine. I can't fucking read today, Facebook Live. Fuck. The other side of Machine Head's Catharsis video recounts the experiences of mental asylum patients. Oftentimes in the 50s and 60s, people went through traumatic and regrettable experiences, and those vivid photos still linger today. Flynn continues, on a personal level, I related to this aspect. My Uncle Jimmy lived with us for years while growing up. He had experienced some pretty extreme drug testing when he was in his late teens and didn't come out of it very well. For the rest of his life, he would do things like not eat for 7 days straight and talk to Jesus all day. It was a trip to grow up with that at home. So he took these separate elements and turned them into a very cinematic and psychedelic visual to express that. And it's true. My Uncle Jimmy was fucking whacked out of his mind. He would straight up talk to Jesus. I would sit there, be watching TV with my friends after school, and he would be sitting at the kitchen table, talking to Jesus for a really long time, and my friends would look over and be like, what's going on? What is he doing? I'm like, he's talking to Jesus. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. I got a crazy family, man. I've got a crazy, dysfunctional... It was a trip growing up. It was a trip. Everybody's got it, though. You know what I mean? We've all got our crazy family members. We got those crazy alcoholic family members, drug addict family members, gay family members. Not that that's anything wrong with that, but, you know, it all adds to a life less ordinary. You know what I'm saying? So, I tell you what, though, that video's out. And so here on Facebook, it is now pinned to the top of the Machine Head Facebook. Easy for you to find. If you can't find it, go over to YouTube and you can find it there. We're asking everybody, we're asking to go over there, and we got the hashtag. You guys invented it, not us. And hashtag spread the head, right? Hashtag spread the head. We're asking everybody, all hands on deck. This is not a fire drill. Everybody, share that shit, like that shit, comment on that shit, subscribe to that shit. I'm telling you, it sounds totally corny, sounds totally stupid, but all of that shit is super, super important because the YouTube algorithm, the Facebook algorithm, it looks at that and it goes, oh, something's happening here, and it moves it up higher into people's feeds. As you know, or may have heard, Facebook now charges to get your whole reach out there. So right now we got 1.3 million followers on Facebook. 90% of you are worthless. That's right. Don't even watch 3 seconds of a fucking video. But I tell you what, there's a lot of you on here that it may not reach. And that's part of the thing. So the more you like it, the more you share it, the more you comment on it, the more you talk about it here on Facebook, over on YouTube, everywhere, Twitter, everything, it all makes it up so that more eyeballs get on it, more head cases get on it. You know, I can do these things all day. We can put these things up all day. But the fact is, word of mouth is more important now than it's ever been at any time. People are fucking overwhelmed. They're barraged. They've got so much shit in their Instagram feed and their Twitter feed and their Facebook feed and their everything that everybody skips over everything. Even I skip over everything. And that's why I know it's true. I'm a huge Eminem fan. Eminem had a new song out for like a month. It took me a month before I even got to listen to it. And that's coming from a dude who's a fan. So the more that people talk about it, the more that you, even more so than me, you telling your friends that this is an awesome track, they gotta fucking hear this shit, they gotta spread the word, means more than anything, including me saying it. Because word of mouth, that's still the best way to do this. We're not going to be doing fucking... There's not even any magazines in fucking America to advertise in anymore. So we need you guys, head cases. Head cases, all hands on deck. That's right. Nicholas Alt said, dude, it's really good. Shared the video on Facebook, Twitter, and subscribed on YouTube. Hell yeah. Podcast with Bees was amazing. Thank you, says Kirk McRae. Shout out to Bees and the That's Not Metal podcast. I almost said something else there. Song is amazing, says Brooks Poloskina. Glad you went in a more melodic direction. Your singer keeps getting better. Spread the seeds, it says Aaron Gumine. Hashtag spread the seeds. Good stuff, man. Let's see. I tell you what. Let's switch gears from that, from the video, because I talked about it a lot last night, and I talked about it today. I just was talking to Barbecue. Everybody knows Barbecue. Floyd Barber, Barbecue. And this motherfucker sent me, you know, so we're having this, we're having a Beyond the Pale video contest, right? None of you motherfuckers have signed up for it, but just so you know, there is there's a lot of cover videos, which is cool. I always love the cover videos. Hush. We got the cover videos. Oh, hold on a second here. I have got somebody at my front door here. Hey, you guys go back. You guys go back. Come here. Over here. Hold on. This is, I got somebody working on our water pipes here. Can you believe this? You want to stay with me? Or do you want me to hang up? Stay with me. Hang out. Let me see what's going on here. Hey, buddy.
We're done.
You're done?
Yeah.
So water's on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm just scared if little air coming.
Yeah. Right when I turn it on?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you, ma'am. Last night, fucking water pipes broke. Jeez Louise. All right. I'm going to turn the water on real quick and make sure shit ain't fucking blowing up. Let's see here. Oh, it's working good. The fucking water's working good. All right. Let's go back to this. Where was I? Okay, Floyd Barbecue. The infamous, the legendary. You're a fucking legend, mate. He's a fucking legend. He has been doing a video with a bunch of the frontliners, or as he calls them, the cuntliners. And he's making a video for Beyond the Pale. So just so everybody knows, Beyond the Pale is... we're having a video contest. There is now, if you go there, an instrumental version of Beyond the Pale up. And you can download that and put your own lyrics over it about whatever the fuck you want. And that's what he's done. So he went over there, downloaded the instrumental version at the contest, which you can find on all the Machine Head shit and everywhere. So anyway, he's got a bunch of buddies doing this. Where am I at here? Where am I at here? Let's get this. I'll make this bigger so you can see it. Can I do this? How do I do this? Can I make this bigger? Let me see. Here we go. Let's see. What is this? These are dudes drinking out of squids. What is that? This isn't even the one that I've seen. Where's the other one? Where's the other one? There it is. That it? Let me see. Why is this not coming up? Here it is. There's the one that I was looking for. M2D2. Look at that. Shout out to M2D2. M2D2 doing stuff on that clip. That's right. Look at that. You guys see that? You guys watch any of that? Floyd Burr, there's a chicken. He's drinking out of a chicken. That's a chicken, he says. So he has got something. I guess he's got a bunch of folks. I know. I do believe that Papa Het 72 got up in there. It looks like M2D2 got up in there. Some other folks got in there. You guys can reach out to Barbecue. Send your own beer chugging, showing your ass while you're drinking it. Here, I'll show you again. I think I kind of fucked that up. I was trying to make it bigger. There we go. That's how I want to do it. Can I make it bigger? There we go. There we go. Okay, hold on. Let me show it to you again. Look at this motherfucker here, showing off his ass. M2D2. Shout out to M2D2. Whoa. Oh, this is another video. That video made me fucking laugh. That shit was funny. That was really fucking funny. I cannot wait to hit that video. Apparently, that video is going to be done tonight. The Beyond the Pale Barbecue Mania video is going to be done this evening. So we will be posting it on the Machine Head YouTube. Of course, we'll be posting it here on the Facebook. We'll be posting it everywhere. But you can find it along with maybe some of the other songs that he's done. Some of the other parody songs, the hip-hop tracks. But we're going to do that one first. So you know, there you go. What do we got people saying here? I see lots of hearts going by. I see lots of thumbs ups going by. Crystal Smelt said, do a barbecue. Looking forward to the new album. Lots of people are laughing. Good art takes time, as you can see, says Joe Freeman. I know. Alex Poole says, LOL. Darrell, Sunflower Daisy Dukes, Floyd Barber. Oh, I like that. Sunflower Daisy Dukes. Who was that? Who was in the Daisy Dukes? Who was showing off their ass while doing drinks? Dave Lazinski says, I wish I had artistic talent. I would. Dave Lazinski, all it takes is you chugging a beer to the song, just like you saw. That doesn't take any talent. Christ, I don't even know if I could do it as good as barbecue. Make it happen, Lazinski. Lazinski. All right, Xander, you got your album pre-ordered. Becca, I don't know who Xander is. My son Xander? No, because my son's got a Z in his name. Let's see. Love the new song. Can't wait to see you in Minneapolis. So there you go. That is what's going on. That is what's going on. So I just wanted to let you know that stuff will be coming out tonight. We got 304 people watching right now. I like it. Kegs on fire, says Todd Wallraven. I want that hoodie, says Ingo. I can't say your last name. Okay, on it. So Dave Lazinski says, okay, on it. Barbecue. Keep an eye out for Dave Lazinski. You guys can communicate via Facebook or whoever. Let's get Mike vid drop. Let's bring one of you motherfuckers in here, huh? Paul Davies asks, does it have to be beer? It can be whatever you want. I don't know. Let me get barbecue in on the conversation. And barbecue here can, let's see. Oh, it does. Mirando Cohen. Where's barbecue at? Barbecue, write something so I can loop you into the convo. He says he's hungover from all of the drinking for the video. I can't find barbecue right now. Motherfucker. Floyd Barbecue, there he is. Booyah chicka. Bring Floyd on camera. I may have to move. I'm gonna move closer to the my Wi-Fi because there we go. Oh wait, let me see.
Hey,
what's up, Barbecue?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Sweet.
Hold on a sec here. I'm trying to hold on. I got to see if this is working. The last time we tried this, it didn't work. Oh, it is working. There we go. Cool. All right, Barbecue. So you're hungover.
Yeah, I had a big night. Putting this video together and doing a few chugs and skulls from different fucking animals.
All right.
And just finishing off the video, waiting on TC.
On who?
TC. Todd.
TC.
Calvin.
All right. Well, Dave Lazinski wants to join, and now lots of people are asking, what is required to be in the video? Do they have to drink beer? What do they have to do? What do you need?
You got to be, it's got to be Machine Head inspired. I want to see Machine Head shirt or Machine Head fucking hoodie or hat or beanie. Machine Head written on ya. Machine Head fucking titty nipple tape. And
show your ass.
Chug a drink, scull a beer, take a shot. I got heaps of people from all around the world doing it. Fucking the Cray Crays, Crystal Smelts, fucking
all right.
Subterfuge, all the boys. Frontliners, head cases.
All right. So they can reach you on Facebook, or they can I don't know if they can reach you on Instagram. They can reach you through Facebook, right?
MC Barbecue on Instagram or Floyd Barber on Facebook.
All right. There you go. You heard it from the man, everybody. All right, Floyd, I'm going to say later. Take it easy. There you go. You got the scoop from the man who's putting together the ultimate parody video for Beyond the Pale. Send him some stuff. All it takes is phone, your video on your phone, drinking some beer, doing some shots. I don't know, but you heard it from him. Get creative. Dudes are showing their asses. Get nuts. Pumpkin seeds. Whatever you want. You know how it rolls. You know how we roll. We don't give a fuck. We don't give a fuck. All right. Somebody said, I'm vegan. What can I do? I'm vegan. Can I chug it through pepper or something? Chris Troutwine says, yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't believe you have to do anything. They're chugging it through squids. They're chugging it through plastic chickens. Whatever floats your boat. Get creative. There's no rules. Whatever you want. He's sending me all this stuff as it's going by, and it's fucking hilarious. So whatever you want, man. Whatever you guys want to do. Regret asks, when are the Burning Red and Through the Ashes hoodies come in? I don't know, man. They might not even be coming in. These guys are getting fucking stupid. Let's see. What else? I tell you what, man. Today is December 8th. We lost John Lennon today. Shout out to John Lennon. We lost Dimebag today. Shout out to Dimebag. And I tell you what, I was just playing my guitar. I was just playing this guitar right here. The guitar. It got taken from me. I got it back. But Dimebag gave me this bad boy. I always think of this guitar on this day. Dimebag gave me this guitar on stage at the Aragon Ballroom in Chicago, Illinois, back in 1997. Otherwise known as the Aragon Brawl Room for all you Chicago head cases. And I tell you what, man, I was sitting there. I was playing a little dime today, man. I was playing a little dime. My favorite solo that Dime ever did was Psycho Holiday. I love the Psycho Holiday solo. So you know what? I was gonna play a little bit. I don't even know if I can make this work here. Maybe I can make it work. Kinda. Let me see if I can tilt it down just a little bit more. There we go. Psycho Holiday though is my jam. You know that the I don't know the rest of it. I know it does a bunch of this shit. I was watching some dude the other day play it on YouTube doing a cover. I was like, oh my god, dude. And that's about it. That's about it I can do. But that is it. I tell you what, that's one of my favorite jams right there. That's one of my favorite leads that dude did. But I tell you what, man. December 8th was a fucking shitty day, man. And every time I see this guitar, I'm always reminded by what an amazing person that guy really was. Walked up on stage and handed me a fucking guitar. Because he was making up to me for my guitar that he broke while extremely drunk in Detroit, Michigan at the Palace of Auburn Hills show. And the motherfucker was wasted and busted my guitar. And so to make it up for me, he gave me this motherfucker, which was worth way more than my piece of shit guitar that he busted. I can tell you that. And, this day's always like, in some ways it's like I'm sad, and in other ways I'm always reminded of his kindness. And I don't think about the bad things. I think about the good things. And I think about the good things, the good times. And, I remember we went through Dallas on, I think it was the Supercharger tour. And it was like the second or third show. And they came out, and him and Vinny invited us to Clubhouse after. And he had just finished working on the Reinventing the Steel, and brought me in his car, and he's like, let me play you some of this new shit. And he was played everything. But I remember when Goddamn Electric went by, it was like, holy shit. I was like, that's a fucking jam right there, dude. And we talked about guitars. I was talking about guitars, guitar. We get together, fucking guitar players, and you just talk guitars. And I just remember hella good times. And then we hung out. We drank. He knew that he always drank whiskey, right? Crown and fucking Seagram 7, and I hate that shit. Fucking hate it. And he sat there and he was like, "All right, motherfucker, I'll drink vodka with you." So we drank Grey Goose all night, and or Absolute maybe. No, it's Kettle One. That's what it was. We drank Kettle One all night, and he drank Kettle One with me. And I was like, you don't need to do that. You don't need to drink Kettle One. Drink whatever you drink. You can drink what you want to drink, and I'll drink what I want to drink. No, man, we gotta fucking. And so he did, and then we left, hugged, good night, and then I want to say it was about probably a week later, because we were in Philadelphia So to get from Dallas to Philly on a tour, probably a good week or so. And it was a day off, and I was hung over as fuck. Oh my God, I was so fucking hungover. And I walked into my hotel room. I remember we were at the DoubleTree. I don't know why I remember all these random, pointless details. Can't remember somebody's fucking name, but I can remember that the hotel that we stayed at fucking 17 years ago. And I walked in, and I saw a box in my room. And he sat there, and I opened the box, and I was like, what the fuck is this? And I opened it, and it was 4 liters of Kettle One vodka. And it had a little note in there, and it said, carjacker. He always called me carjacker. Carjacker! He's like, remember, it was great hanging out with you the other night. Remember, it's goddamn electric. Your brother Dime. And I was like, that motherfucker just sent me like $200 worth of vodka from, I mean, I don't know if it came from Texas, but I was like, that's fucking amazing. Just to like fucking hang out and just chill. And I remember the next time I saw him was like, actually next I saw him a few more. I ran into him a few more times, but then the last time I saw him was actually at Download 2004, and we were getting ready to go on stage, and Slayer, I think Slayer couldn't make it because like their ferry got delayed or something happened, and so we moved up into the Slayer slot, and then Damage Plan moved into the Machine Head slot. And they were supposed to play much later, and apparently, as the story went, those motherfuckers, I guess they got on the ferry to cross from Europe or whatever, like if you're in Europe, like once you come out of Calais in France and go to England, it's like a ferry. And so I guess they got on the ferry at 6 a.m., started getting hammered, and they're doing shots, and I think Josta told me this, Jamie Josta. Shout out to Jamie Josta. He told me, he kind of filled in the blanks on this story, but I guess they're getting ripped. And Dime's like, yeah, I'm going to get hammered on the ferry. I'll go to bed and wake up, and I'll have plenty of time to sleep because we're not playing until nighttime. And so he goes to sleep, and then I guess all this stuff happens. They get moved over to the other stage, and now they got to go on really early. So they pull up. It's pretty fucking early. And they're fucking, like, he comes out of the bus, or it wasn't even a bus. It was like an airport van. And they're fucking, this dude is so hungover. Like, he's haggard. I was like, oh my God. And he looks around, he's like, I gotta go on stage in 10 minutes. And he sees me, and he comes over, he's like, brother, he's like, let me warm up on your guitar for a couple seconds, because I was warming up on my guitar for my show. And I was like, yeah, here you go. And just reeking of alcohol. Fucking so fucking haggard. It was awesome. And he just sat there, and we just started shooting the shit. He was just hanging out in the dressing room and just bullshitting. And he was telling me how much Through the Ashes, this is for Through the Ashes. And he's like, tell you what, man. He's like, that fucking Through the Ashes is awesome. He loved Elegy. He loved the song Elegy. He was all about the song Elegy. That's all I could talk about. And so he was like, I owe you, man. He's like, I'm gonna get you some more vodka for this one. I'm like, no, fucking... We hung out and watched a show, and then we hung out after, and it's crazy because we toured with Pantera for 3 months. We did 2 tours with them, Ozfest, and then we did the Live 101 tour with them, and I hung out with them a lot, man, just drinking and hanging out, and I'm not going to sit here and be like, we were fucking best friends, because we weren't best friends, but we were friends. And all that time, and I think there was a couple times when I was like, like when you're in a band, like if you meet somebody that you admire, more often than not, you won't say it. You know what I mean? Like, you're just trying to play it cool and just trying to hang and fucking, sometimes saying shit like that just makes it all awkward, right? And so I never had told him, because that fucking guitar tone, I mean, you know what I'm talking about. That fucking guitar tone Jesus. Can't even tell you how many hours we spent on Burn My Eyes trying to get that fucking guitar tone. Sick. So heavy. And, I'd seen Pantera. I saw Pantera on the Cowboys from Hell tour. I saw them at the Stone. Saw them opening for Skid Row. And so, but I never talked about any of that. I had never, shared any. I don't even think he knew any of that shit. I don't even know if he knew it, after all was said and done. But after that show, we left home, and I came home after that download. I was just getting ready to have my first son, Xander, and so it was 2 weeks out. It was fucking crazy. So immediately got home, and I was just thinking about him, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna fucking write him a letter, and just let him know how much he meant to me and how big of an influence he was on me, and how, especially the fucking guitar playing, the fucking tone, and just say it, and just say it. So I typed up a letter, and I faxed it to him. That's right, kids. Before emails were fucking the way that you communicated, before Facebook Live was the way you could communicate with somebody, you had to fax shit. Fucking fax. And I knew that they were playing, we had talked about how they were playing the Astoria in London right after this download thing. Damage Plan was. And so I was like, you know what? I got the number, I got the fax number for the Astoria, and I faxed it to, I want to say the tour manager, and maybe I just faxed it to the Astoria. I can't really remember. Faxing. I faxed it to him. But I tell you what, man, I was thinking about him this morning, and as we all are on December 8th, and always are, and always should. But I busted out the letter. This is the letter that I wrote to him. And I don't have the date, but I want to say it was the same day they played. So if you fucking saw, setlist.com that shit, or setlist FM or whatever, I'm sure we could figure it out. Somebody could figure it out while I'm talking. But I wanted to read you this letter that I wrote here. Let me set the thing down here because I need to kind of hold this with two hands. Let me see here. All right. It says, Darrell. Hey, fucker. It's Robb from Machine Head. Just wanted to drop you a line and say how cool it was. I can't fucking read. Jesus Christ, I can't fucking read today. Just wanted to drop a line and say how cool it was seeing you guys the other day. You guys did a killer job at Donington. Don't know if you remember, but after letting you warm up on my guitar for a while, you said something like, I owe you a big-ass bottle of vodka or something, which was very cool of you to say. But bro, I just wanted to let you know you don't owe me a thing. Watching you warm up on my guitar was all my pleasure. And frankly, it was a fucking honor. I think some of that dime magic wore off and made me play better that day. I don't think I've ever told... I'm getting all fucking emotional now. Don't want to get emotional doing this. All right. Deep breath. I don't think I've ever told you this, but I've wanted to tell you this for a real long time. For some reason, every time I get around you, I just clam up about it. Well, now I'm saying it. You have been a huge influence on our band, and I mean a huge influence. When we were recording our first album, the only records we A-B'd to were Vulgar and Far Beyond Driven. I can't even tell you how many hours we wasted trying to make my all-tube 5150 sound like your solid state Randall. Funny. Vulgar is one of the greatest... I wrote a bunch of other stuff here. I don't know if I want to read all this. Vulgar is one of the greatest albums of all time in my book. Up there with Master of Puppets, Rain and Blood, Back in Black, and Paranoid. We had the honor of touring with you fuckers twice. And of all the big bands we toured with, You guys and your crew treated us the best. You made us feel welcome, and you treated us with never-ending respect. This is something we have never forgotten. We took a similar attitude, and we've tried to make bands that open for us feel the same way, like equals. I don't know why it's taken me so long to say this to you. I guess I'm a little insecure. But hey, man, you and your brother's music have inspired me and us in so many ways, from songwriting to making me want to better myself as a guitar player. I just wanted to thank you. I just wanted to thank the two of you for that. I sincerely wish you guys the best of luck with Damage Plan, the plan, and hope our paths cross again sooner rather than later. Take care. Keep in touch. Here's my phone number and my email. And I'll tell you something. So, a little bit later, I want to say somewhere around August, we had just had I'm all welling up here. We had a band meeting because Through the Ashes had just come out in America. Now, if you guys all remember, Through the Ashes was a big, there was all this drama around it, and, it came out in Europe first, and then America wouldn't sign it, and then Roadrunner finally came back and signed it and put it out in April, and by August, the record had done okay in America, but it hadn't done, surprisingly, it hadn't done that well. And what we were told at the time was that if we didn't reach a certain sales plateau by X amount of time, which is, there's always I don't know if you know this, but when you put out a record, there's 9 months or 10 months or whatever till, the record company can not pick you up after that point. It's just everybody's, for every company like that. It's always like that. For every record, believe it or not. And we were definitely pretty far away from that sales plateau. And we had a band meeting, and I remember we were all there, and we talked, and we started getting, I think my manager had broken the news. And, it had been about a year of, all this mania around the record, and, I just had a kid. I had barely slept since freaking June. I was exhausted, and I was tired, and I was really emotional, and he broke the news that, there was a good chance that we might not be picked up again. And I just lost it. I fucking melted down. I fucking cried. I got in a huge argument with everybody, and I was like, if we don't get picked up, I'm fucking throwing in the towel. I'm not doing this ever again. I can't do this anymore. And me and Phil got into a big screaming match, and then it ended, and then we ended, and we hugged, and we were crying, and fucking, it was a really intense, brutal meeting. It was very stressful, and I remember, we apologized to each other, and we all apologized to each other. I was fucking exhausted, and it was just stressful. And I remember driving home. It was about midnight, and I was just frazzled. I was frazzled and emotional and just, and my phone rings. And Dimebag used to call me all the time and leave these just drunken messages. Carjacker! Brah, fucking. I'd wake up the next day and listen to the message and be like, fucking, what the fuck? Anyway, I'm driving home, and phone rings. It's midnight, and I thought it was my manager calling me up just to talk more about it, or maybe Phil, them will call me up and talk about it. And I pick up the phone, and I hear, carjacker! Oh, carjacker. Oh, Dime? He's like, "What's up, motherfucker?" And I'm like, "What's going on?" He's like, "I got someone here who wants to talk to you." I'm like, "Okay." And he hands me the phone, or he hands his phone, to somebody else. And I hear this voice come on the line, and they're like, "Is this Robb Flynn?" I'm like, "Yeah, who's this?" And he's like, "Oh my God, dude, I'm your biggest fan. Holy fuck!" Fucking starts raging. And as it turns out, it was Dimebag was partying at some Mexican restaurant, ran into a head case, and started talking Machine Head, and started talking about how much they lived through the ashes. And Dimebag was like, "Let's call up Robb Flynn." Fucking hand off the phone to Machine Head fan. And I talked to the dude for a while. He was a cool dude. I can't remember his name. If you're watching this right now, or if you ever come to the shows, let me know. And but he passed me back to Dime after a while, and we talked. And he was like, "I got your letter, man. I got your fax. Your fax." I don't know why that makes me laugh every time. Faxing. They got your fax. And he was like, "That shit was awesome, man." He's like, "How come you never said that to me?" I was like, "I don't know. I don't know why I never said that to you." He's like, "It don't matter, man." We talked for a little bit, and driving home, and my whole drive home, we talked. And then as we were hanging up, he was like, "Remember, it's goddamn electric. I love you, brother." And it took me by surprise. Like, "I love you." And I went, I love you too." Like, surprised. I don't know, wasn't a big deal, But I tell you what, man, that phone call, fuck, it was awesome. I needed that phone call so badly right then. Like, I needed it. And it was a awesome way to... It's the last time we ever spoke. And it's a great memory to have. So, shout out to Dimebag Darrell. Rest in peace. 3. I'm going to end it with that, guys. Thanks for listening. Thanks for hanging around. Thanks for being there. Love you.